Hey, good afternoon. This is Pastor Ken of Capital City Baptist Church. And if you haven't heard by now, President Trump today declared that houses of worship be deemed essential. And we've been praying about this and we've been hoping for this. And we've always known this as believers, but this coming from our president affirms it and affirms it on a national level. Now, of course, this puts us right smack dab in the middle of a decision by our state government, namely Governor Newsom and our state health director. And if you were praying before about the opening of our churches, I'd say then the call to prayer is even greater now as this last barrier is to be conquered. Me personally, I'm not pleased that we have a conflict now between our local, our state, and national officials. So please pray for our leadership at the church as we move forward with our plans to regather together as we do that, do that wisely. Now, I didn't know that this announcement was going to come today, and so I sent out some surveys last night to just to see where you stood on regathering, and now it becomes pretty critical to get those back from you as the timetables moved up probably 2 to 3 weeks sooner than I thought things were going to actually realistically happen. So if you haven't done that yet, would you do that? We need your input regarding reopening and regathering. If you attend Capital City, or maybe you've been watching our services online and you were considering an in-person visit to our church, and you don't have one of these surveys, please let me know and I'll get one to you right away. There will be, or there are specific CDC guidelines for places of worship that will be given and mandated, and we're going to follow those. You know why? Because we love people and we care about people. This latest development doesn't nullify the fact that there is a virus out there, and we still need to put others before ourselves when it comes to our health and the well-being of people over our own well-being. That's really what Christ was saying when he said, love your neighbor as yourself, putting others first. So as we begin to make plans to regather, please pray for those preparations and the resources to do that we need to do that. Our plan right now is to still gather on our 2 social media platforms this Sunday, the 24th. And we're going to make this a week-by-week decision, meeting digitally until we resume gathering together. And the digital part of it will continue after we begin gathering together. We will continue to have an online presence. That's a decision that I've already made, and many that are involved in that feel the same way also. Now, I'm going to provide a link below of the video clip of that announcement made by President Trump in case you haven't heard it. But it's been a busy week for those that God has put in a place to enter the political realm on the behalf of churches. And I've asked you to pray for them. And I told you from the onset that I am not a politician, and I'm not going to enter that arena because God has placed people there. And I've asked you to pray specifically for the California Family Council, headed by their president, Jonathan Keller. And he's been hard at work this week on our behalf for churches in California. Believe me, he spends a lot of time, all of his time, in Sacramento. And he wrote this earlier today in a news conference after the president's announcement. I want to read to you some of the parts, some of the things he said. He said, no matter your political party, we should all be able to agree churches are essential. He also wrote, religious worship is an absolutely vital part of American life, and Governor Newsom is allowing movie studios, schools, and restaurants open while following social guidelines. He must not illegally discriminate against people of faith, and we all believe that, and we've all been saying that, and we've all been praying about that, and I thank you for just taking the right route and praying about it, and letting those people that God has put in place do what he put them in place to do, and that's happening. But just don't stop praying now. This week also saw the U.S. Department of Justice send a letter to our governor stating the same thing that Jonathan stated. And just so you know, the California Family Council, they show up at our Southern Baptist Convention meetings every year and give an awesome report of the work they're doing in Sacramento, and a very important part of our Southern Baptist family. Anyway, so now I call you to pray and to prayer like never before. And but don't get caught up in the politics so much that that we forget about those people that are either suffering or recovering from this deadly virus, or those that have lost loved ones through this virus. So I will update you again really soon as things change. But get those surveys back to me. Get them back to me as quickly as you can, so we can kind of get some assessments of how everybody feels about this, and gathering back together and how. So we love you. We miss you dearly, and we look forward to the day for us all to be together again. So don't forget Sunday school on Sunday, 9 a.m., and then worship service at 10 a.m. So hope to see you there, and God bless you, and have a good rest of the evening. Bye-bye.